What if the best camera Canon makes this year isn't a full-frame body at all? Welcome back to TechVibe. For years, full-frame sensors have been treated as the ultimate benchmark for professional image quality. If you wanted elite autofocus, zero rolling shutter, and true flagship speed, you were forced to spend thousands on massive full-frame bodies. But right now, the camera industry is on the verge of a massive structural shift. A wave of highly authenticated leaks and regulatory filings confirms that Canon is preparing to release the most aggressive crop sensor camera ever engineered, the Canon EOS R7 Mark II. This isn't just a routine hardware refresh or a minor update to the original R7. This is a complete reimagining of what an APS-C camera can achieve, effectively creating a compressed, hyper-fast powerhouse that creators are already calling the Mini R1. If you are a wildlife photographer, a sports shooter, or a hybrid filmmaker planning a gear upgrade, you need to pause your plans. The technical breakdown of this machine proves that Canon is aiming straight for the crown, and it might just make you question why anyone is still paying double for full-frame glass. The absolute heart of this revolution lies in the completely redesigned sensor architecture. The original EOS R7 used a front-side illuminated sensor that, while delivering high resolution, suffered from a slow readout speed. This caused a heavy rolling shutter effect, forcing action photographers to stick to the mechanical shutter to avoid warped lines and distorted subjects. The R7 Mark II completely destroys this limitation by introducing a brand new 39.5 megapixel back-illuminated stacked CMOS sensor. Shifting to a stack layout means the image processing circuitry is fused directly behind the pixels, allowing the camera to read data at blistering speeds. The sensor readout performance is rumored to match, or even exceed, the full-frame EOS R5 Mark II. By eliminating the bottleneck, rolling shutter is virtually non-existent. This allows you to shoot fast-moving birds, racing cars, or quick sports action using the silent electronic shutter without a single hint of geometric distortion. You get the raw reach advantage of a crop sensor combined with the flawless performance of a high-end studio camera. But a sensor this fast requires an unprecedented amount of processing muscle to manage the data stream, and that is where Canon is pulling technology directly from its multi-thousand-dollar flagship lineup. The R7 Mark II is migrating away from standard single processor setups to feature the highly advanced DIGIC Accelerator coprocessor working alongside the primary DIGIC X engine. This dual-chip configuration completely alters how the camera handles real-time calculations. Instead of forcing the main processor to divide its attention between tracking a subject and writing files, the DIGIC Accelerator takes absolute control over deep learning neural networks, exposure calculations, and autofocus tracking. This massive upgrade delivers an explosive burst shooting speed of up to 40 frames per second with a fully electronic shutter, complete with full autofocus and auto-exposure tracking. Canon has also integrated an upgraded pre-capture buffer, meaning the camera continuously records images the moment you half-press the shutter. When a bird suddenly takes flight, you can fire a burst and catch the frames that occurred split seconds before you even fully pressed the button. The addition of the accelerator chip pushes the autofocus tracking into a tier never before seen in a crop sensor body. Canon is equipping this camera with next-generation dual-pixel CMOS autofocus powered by advanced deep learning algorithms. The tracking system doesn't just recognize general shapes, it locks onto specific subject details with mathematical precision. The system features dedicated tracking profiles for animals, birds in flight, motorsports, and humans, with the computing power to instantly track eyes, faces, and limbs even when the subject is partially obscured by dense branches or sports equipment. Because the accelerator chip processes these tracking algorithms independently of the main image pipeline, the autofocus refresh rate is incredibly high. The camera predicts subject movement across the frame continuously, ensuring that even at 40 frames per second, every single frame remains perfectly sharp from edge to edge. For hybrid Creato RS, the video specifications leaking out are turning this APS-C body into a cinematic powerhouse. The high-density 39.5 megapixel sensor provides exactly enough horizontal resolution to enable internal 8K video recording. This gives filmmakers immense flexibility to crop, stabilize, or reframe their shots in post-production while maintaining a sharp output. For standard workflows, the camera utilizes full sensor readout to produce beautifully oversampled 4K video up to 60 frames per second with zero crop, capturing maximum dynamic range and color depth. If you need intense slow motion, the system supports uncropped 4K recording at 120 frames per second. To ensure maximum latitude for color grading, full 10-bit internal recording with Canon Log3 and HDRPQ are standard. This elevates the camera from a traditional stills-focused body into a highly capable Super 35 cinema tool that can easily sit alongside pro-level video gear. Physically, Canon has listened closely to the community feedback regarding the original R7 layout. The body is undergoing a major ergonomic overhaul, moving toward a more robust form factor that closely mirrors the ergonomics of the EOS R6 series. The unique, somewhat polarizing rear control dial surrounding the joystick on the original R7 is being replaced with a traditional, highly intuitive professional layout. The camera features a larger, deeper hand grip to provide superior balance when mounting massive telephoto lenses, alongside enhanced pro-grade weather sealing to withstand harsh outdoor environments. The electronic viewfinder is receiving a massive upgrade to a high-resolution, high-refresh rate panel, eliminating the viewing lag and low resolution that hampered long tracking sessions on the previous model. The rear LCD is also rumored to adopt a versatile dual-hinge design, allowing it to both tilt up for low-angle shooting and flip out fully for vlogging. To accommodate the immense data generated by 40 frames per second in 8K video, the storage layout is shifting away from dual SD cards to a high-speed dual-slot configuration featuring one ultra-fast CF Express Type B slot and one standard UHS-2 SD slot. Powering all of this is the high-capacity LP6P battery, ensuring the camera has the voltage required to sustain high-performance processing over long shoots. With real-world units already circulating among select professional testers, a formal announcement is expected in the very near future. Because of these massive flagship-tier component upgrades, the initial launch price will sit noticeably higher than the $1,500 price tag of the original model. However, when you calculate the sheer value of getting a true stack sensor, 40 frames per second burst tracking, uncropped high-speed video, and flagship-level autofocus processing, it becomes very clear that this camera is designed to completely disrupt the premium market. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on the latest camera gear, hardware breakthroughs, and professional production tech, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a comment below. Are you sticking with a traditional full-frame body, or are these stacked crop sensor specifications powerful enough to make you switch? Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next deep dive.